Surf, sun, and sand, great food, a Ferris wheel, rides, games, and fun, fun, fun. That's what's in store for you at the Mesquamaket Spring Festival, May 12th, 13th, and 14th at Mesquamaket State Beach. The Mesquamaket Spring Festival is a family-friendly event with non-stop music, including a Kenny Chesney tribute and a Kiss tribute. There's carnival rides, karate demos, commercial vendors, arts and crafts, and even a food truck rodeo. MesquamaKetFestival.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mesquamaket Beach Show. My name is Ben Barber, and this is another Springfest preview. And today we are talking to one of our main stage acts on Saturday. You know him, you love him, Sean Fleming from the Sean Fleming Band. Sean, how are you today?
Very well, Ben, and yourself?
I am wonderful. Thank you. So great to have you. We're excited to have you guys come down and play for us on Saturday evening.
Not as we are. We're even more excited.
Well, I'll fight you for it on Saturday. Who's more excited? Tell us a little bit about yourself for those people in Mesquamaket who might not be familiar with your work.
Sort of a transplanted Irishman living in New York and absorbing some Americana and weaving it into my ancestors' voices. How about that one?
I love it. That's a fantastic explanation of what it is that you do. I love that, and I was doing some research earlier today, and your website, the irishusa.com, is literally like it really cements that stuff. What can we expect on Saturday musically?
Well, it will be there'll be some music definitely from Ireland, Scotland, and maybe England, and splattered with some disciplined chaos.
Disciplined chaos.
Disciplined chaos.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I can tell you that I don't make out a set list very much. I play off what comes to me at the time because I'm good at reading audiences and that kind of thing. And also, it's actually a page from Björk's explanation of how she writes music. She tells musicians, please do not try to govern the song that's coming to you. Let it come to you in its own way. And so when I go up on the stage, I let my thing come to it in its own way. And I don't, as I say, we don't make a set list. I'll say to the guys, maybe we'll do this song and this song and this song first, but then it'll morph into whatever it's bringing me on stage.
That's incredible. How long have you been performing music live in front of audiences?
Oh my God, this seems like a history, something from the pages of history, but I've been at it professionally, meaning I got paid my first one about 60 years ago. Well,
that seems impossible. You don't look a day over 35. So
go back and get new glasses if you think that.
Tell us a little bit about your band. I know that I know that you have Steve Hawley, who
Hawley, but yes, I have the bass player is Bruce Gordon, a wonderful singer and bass player, and does a mean Johnny Cash, which we might even pull out of the bag. Ooh. And filling in for Justin Georgian is a guy, Benny Landa, who is a really excellent player. And then, of course, the aforementioned Steve Hawley. Steve and I have been playing together for, I hate to say this, but almost 40 years. And I was just thinking about that today because Steve and I, honest to God, we have never had a crossword in the thousands of jobs and the thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles that we've been in the car together. We have never, ever had a crossword, which is amazing.
How is that possible?
I know. I was thinking, how is that possible? And believe me, both of us can talk. So we're good at talking, but that's a great thing. But to be playing with somebody for that length of time and still on the right side of the grass,
Yes.
that's a feat in itself.
Yes. I I love that. And the music that you guys make together is incredible. And I was watching some videos this past week to prepare for this, and I'm so excited. There's every year Caswell tries to make sure that we have some international flair at some point in the festival. And you know he's Steve was in Wings for a while. And
Oh my God, I'd have to have an encyclopedia with me to figure out how many places. But just to name a few, he was in Wings. He played with Joe Cocker. Played with Elton John. And then I think he was telling me one night he played with B.B. King. He played with Tom Petty, John Bon Jovi, and Stevie Wonder. Like all in one night. And I'm going, forget about it, man. This guy. But the thing about Steve's
but he
playing,
played with but he played with you most of all.
he played with me a lot. And you know what? I'm complimented by that. I truly am. Because Steve he's a once in a lifetime player because he's a musical drummer. And one of the things when somebody is a mature player, he knows how to play the song and not play licks. That's what Steve is. He plays the song.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing.
Could you so I really wanted to ask you about something specific that happened to you, which is your experience on the Merv Griffith show. Would you mind sharing that story with us?
You want me to tell you? I did quite a few shows with him. I think I did 7 shows in a row one time. But I'll just give you an example, just one little thing. So I was singing a song on the show which I'd never done before. And what does an 18-year-old do but write a few words in the back of my hand? And I would be very dramatic and I would go, sing, look up, at my hand. But lo and behold, I finished the song without having to look at my hand. So I was invited to sit on the couch. Now that's a big thing to be invited to the couch. So sitting beside me is Rocky Graziano, the boxer, who was a really, really nice guy. And so he looked over at me, he says, "Hey kid, what do you have in the back of your hand?" And so I explained, I had never done the song before. I was concerned that I might not remember the words. And he didn't say anything till we came back from commercial break. And as soon as we came back from commercial break, he grabbed a hold of my hand and he goes, "Hey, Merv, look what the kid has in the back of his head." And I go, "Oh, no." And America is going to be laughing at me. But of course, they were not laughing at me. They were laughing with me, because who hasn't done that to remind them to get something,
Absolutely. Well, that's incredible. Is it true that you were picked out of the audience the first time, or is that?
Actually, it is true. Yeah, I was in the audience, and he came around talking to people, and of course with my accent, he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm here from Ireland, and I'm a musician." I said, "I try to get on the show class." He says, "You try to get on the show?" I said, "Yeah, I try to get on the show." He says, "All right, come on up." And of course, my legs are shaking, because I'm thinking, you got 2 million people out there, and he just sat down at the piano, and I just sang, and then got invited back 6 more times,
right?
Which was nice.
Yeah,
I must tell that to my kids as when they were growing up. The trick to life is very easy. The trick to life is being invited back. That's all it is. And being invited back depends on how well you do the last job.
Yeah, that's beautiful advice, and I appreciate you sharing that with all of us. You have played stages across the world and shared the spotlight with so many people, and we are excited and ecstatic to have you here in Westerly this weekend. Have you been to Westerly before?
I have never been to Westerly. I didn't even know because I'm still stuck on the name Misquamicut.
Yes.
Because I know that what it means in Indigenous American language is the place of red fish, I believe, or the
Yes.
place of salmon.
Yeah.
But every time I say it, it reminds me of being summoned to the principal's office. You've got to go to Miss Quamacut's office. So Miss Quamacut, there you go.
I've had a lot of people comment on the name. That's the first I've heard of that one, and I love it so much. Wow,
We're looking forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing you as well. It's going to be a great time, and it's a festival right on the beach, so you're going to love it, and you guys are going to have an excellent time, and we are honored to have you. So thank you so much, and everybody should check out Sean's music. Click the link in the description for that stuff, and buy your tickets to see Sean on Saturday at Springfest. Thank you so much, Sean Fleming, everybody.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, that's it for this episode. It's coming. The festival's here. 5 to 11 on Friday night, 11 to 11 on Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sunday. Get your tickets early online. Click MisquamiCutFestival.org. Click the Eventbrite, and you can get your tickets for just $10. Bye for now.
Surf, sun, and sand, great food, a Ferris wheel, rides, games, and fun, fun, fun. That's what's in store for you at the Misquamicut Spring Festival, May 12th, 13th, and 14th at Misquamicut State Beach. The Misquamicut Spring Festival is a family-friendly event with non-stop music, including a Kenny Chesney tribute and a Kiss tribute. There's carnival rides, karate demos, commercial vendors, arts and crafts, and even a food truck rodeo. MisquamiCutFestival.org.